Sams Town in Las Vegas, opening match of the Sams Town Invitational, featuring the '88 champion here, Donna Adamek, and her opponent, Wendy Macpherson-Papanos.
Well, it really seems that Donna comes on strong here at the end of the seasons, as she won here in '88. It was her first win in 3 years.
Starts with an X, championship round pair, 19 and 20. The ladies averaged on this pair 216.2 throughout the week. The scores were in the high range, Leila. Easy to hit the pocket. It was just a question of you could knock them all down.
It really was. I think I had 8 different balls, and I could hit the pocket with all 8 of them, but couldn't find one that got 10. That's why I'm up here talking this week.
That does tell you something. And across the house, it was fairly easy to get to the pocket as we take a look at Wendy Macpherson.
Wendy Macpherson with that familiar 5-step approach. Starts the ball on her 2nd step. Nice push away. Medium backswing. And she comes through. Actually, low dipped right shoulder.
Wendy averaged 230 on this pair of lanes. Looked like she hung up in that shot. In a little area, though, she leaves the ringing 10. Didn't look like she got out of that very clean.
Well, it appears that when you do swing the ball a little bit too far to the right, that's when you leave those ringing 10s. Most of the players that were able to carry were playing as direct as possible to the pocket, trying to keep the line pretty tight, right around anywhere from the 9th to 12th board, depending on the time of day that they bowled.
Of course, a different format for the ladies this week in Las Vegas. 52 games all told, so the 5 players who survived to this point have to be a little physically and mentally tired.
Oh, plus the end of a 9-week swing out here on tour. You know, 52 games. They bowled, we bowled 2 rounds of 8 games and then 2 rounds of 6 just to qualify. Then we went into 3 sets of 8-game matches for the top 24.
Looking for a good reaction, and she gets it as Donna Adamek starts quickly here with the double in match number 1.
Donna Adamek, 5 foot 2 inches, very short, low push away. She's been working on this. She takes the 5-step approach, uses all of the approach to gain momentum and speed. High backswing. Look at the knee bend, the follow through. Her nickname throughout the years has always been Mighty Might.
And with 17 career titles, that's pretty self-explanatory. Trying to open up with the first 3. That one was dead right. And boy, look at the pin action. 7-pin wobbles, waits, and then hangs on.
Also, the carry seemed to be better when you hit very light. It seemed that you didn't quite... you could swish the pins quite a bit more than if you hit solid in the pocket. That 10-pin was just really difficult to get out this week.
Bowling on synthetics here at Sams Town this week. Well, we talked about all of the games that you have to bowl to get to the final 5. And, of course, after the 6th round, before the final round of match play, Donna went out and practiced at another bowling center because she didn't feel like her timing was very good. Well,
Donna led this tournament for the first 5 rounds, virtually 200 pins ahead of the 2nd place position, and she came out the first night of finals and really did not bowl well. And the next morning she did not bowl well either, and she said, you know, I got to figure this out. And she did go down the street and practice.
Timing was a little bit off as she leads by 9. However, Wendy Macpherson with a double here could take the lead for the first time in this one by a single stick. Michelle Mullen has qualified number 3, Debbie Bennett number 2. And, of course, Jeannie Maiden averaging nearly 230 this week is our top seed in Las Vegas. Nice roll, a double for Wendy Macpherson, who takes the lead here after 4 frames at Sams Town in Las Vegas. We'll be back with more of match number 1. We've got a good one between Wendy Macpherson and the 1988 champion here in Las Vegas, Donna Adamek. Welcome back to Las Vegas. Let's get this out early. Did you do well this week on the tables?
Actually, since I had Ryan with me, I didn't have much opportunity to play at all, so Marty said I could bring him with me from now on to Vegas.
That makes sense. Cheaper to send him out here than to have you play for 4 or 5 days. Adamek comes back with a strike of her own in the 4th, and the television pair set up this week as I think the lanes were throughout the week. Pretty easy to hit the pocket, just a question of whether or not you can carry.
Here you can see actually Donna's break point more around the 33rd foot line, right, 8th board. So she's crossing from the 12th to about the 8th board.
Well, about a 4-board belly for Donna Adamek at this stage. It looks like Wendy may be swinging a touch more than that.
Oh, as I mentioned, the solid 10s. Boom, she left an 8 pin.
Yep, and you have to scratch your head when you throw a quality shot like that and come up with a 9 count.
Watch the head pin there. It gets just between the ball and the 5 pin to shoot straight back.
And shooting the 8, all you do is throw your strike shot, right?
Normally, yes. In Donna's case, no. She threw her strike shot.
Supposed to knock it down the first time.
Exactly.
Wendy Macpherson working on a double, leading by 1. Could extend the lead here in our opening match. The 9th and final week of the LPBT Fall Tour on ESPN. A little more loft, and there's the light hit that you were talking about.
And this is Wendy's 5th frame here. As you can see where she's playing. Basically the same area, except she's a little bit deeper in the heads, the very front part of the lane, and her ball speed's just a little bit slower.
And in relation to Donna, about a 6-board belly from the heads to out there at about 35 feet. So about 2 boards difference in the way these two are playing the championship round pair. Oh my, I didn't think there was any way that would come back. So Macpherson has strung together 4 consecutive strikes and has opened up a 21-pin advantage.
Wendy really looking to try to win a match on television as she is 0-5.
Conversely, you look at the other side of the spectrum. Donna Adamek has always been a very fine championship round player. Not that Wendy isn't, but she went through a stretch where she won everything on television. Now it's kind of flopped in the other direction for her.
Donna really making a comeback after taking a few years off in the mid-'80s. She was a 4-time Bowler of the Year from 1978 to 1981. Took a few years off and really came back strong in 1988 with that first win after 3 years.
Let me ask you this, Leal, as Donna Adamek re-racks